Elon Musk, apparently I'm a Zionist and a Nazi. 81,000. Oh, God, I'm getting banned, dude. Oh, dude, he's banning he's not even banning me. He's sending a fleet of Tesla. He's sending a fleet of Tesla plaids to just attack my house. This is unironically the worst packaged. I'm going to watch Philly D instead. Honestly, I'm going to watch Philly D cover the Nazi thing instead. I feel like he's going to do a better job than Deutsche Welle.
Victory. This was a fork in the road of human civilization. Okay. This you know, there are elections that elections.
Is it because Germany will always just, like, if the ADL says something is not anti-Semitic, they just go, okay, it's not anti-Semitic. Is that how that works?
They come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
Right, so that was a video of Elon Musk speaking to Trump supporters at the Capital One Arena in DC yesterday. And with that, you saw a lot of people saying that Musk appears to be doing what's known as the Roman salute, which was used by Hitler, Mussolini, and other European fascists during the early 20th century. Though, of course, it has widely become associated with Hitler, with it being used alongside chants, Heil Hitler and Sieg Heil. And also, since World War II, the salute has continued to be used by fascist, Nazi, and white supremacist groups, which is why you had a lot of people on social media expressing concern about Musk's gestures, with many arguing that he was clearly doing a Nazi salute. And this is you also had some media outlets like The Guardian and the Israeli newspaper Haaretz running headlines describing Musk as doing what appears to be a fascist salute. Also, you had some historical experts chiming in, including a history professor at New York University who wrote, "Historian of fascism here, it was a Nazi salute and a very belligerent one too," as well as a historian who specializes in Nazism within the United States who posted, "Yes, I've seen the Elon Musk Sieg Heil," and adding, "My professional opinion is that you're all right. You should believe your eyes and you don't need me to tell you all what you already know is true." Beyond that, we saw a lot of left-leaning European leaders also condemning the gesture, this notably including the German health minister who tweeted, "Such a gesture, given his already known proximity to right-wing populists in the fascist tradition, must worry every Democrat." Right? And that was also a point we saw many others echoing, right? Arguing that this gesture, that it can't be interpreted in a vacuum, but in the context of Musk's other actions and beliefs, with one article published in Time saying, "Musk has previously been criticized for allowing pro-Nazi accounts to flourish on his platform and for posting right-wing memes and seemingly supporting anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, which led to an exodus of advertisers from X in 2023, and for recently supporting Germany's far-right populist AfD party, whose leaders have made anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim, and anti-democratic statements, according to the ADL." And this, as others have pointed to, right-wing extremists, white supremacists, and neo-Nazis online openly celebrating the gesture across the internet. But of course, while all of that is happening—
I love this because Philip DeFranco, in 2 minutes and 49 seconds, basically directly detailed, piece by piece, why one, Elon Musk most likely is a Nazi, and two, definitely did a Nazi a Heil Hitler move. Like 2 minutes and 49 seconds. It's not that hard. I know that he's going to do the Philip DeFranco thing and be like, but I want to know what you guys think at the end of it.
There are plenty of people defending Musk, arguing that the gesture was not a Nazi salute, with many arguing that Musk was just trying to do a hand gesture for "my heart goes out to you," but it just came out awkward because he has Asperger's. And among those, you had a history professor at Maryville College in Tennessee who wrote, "I have criticized Elon Musk many times for letting neo-Nazis pollute this platform, but this gesture is not a Nazi salute. This is a socially awkward autistic man's wave to the crowd where he says, 'my heart goes out to you.'" As well as seeing the opinion editor at Newsweek who posted, "As a person with a strong track record of criticizing Elon Musk, I feel extremely confident asserting that this was not a Nazi salute. Elon Musk is a friend to the Jews. This is a man with Asperger's exuberantly throwing his heart to the crowd. We don't need to invent outrage." You also had right-leaning outlets like Fox News painting this whole thing as false liberal outrage. But also, most notably, you have the previously mentioned ADL, right, the Anti-Defamation League, which has long been a leading source in interpreting and defining hate speech, arguing this was not, in fact, a Nazi salute, with them posting a statement reading, "This is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety." It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, not a Nazi
Wait for it.
salute. But again, we appreciate that people are on edge, with them then adding, "In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, perhaps even the benefit of the doubt, and take a breath. This is is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work toward unity in the months and years ahead. Then you also had a ton of people slamming the ADL for their response, and that included major names like Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez, right, with AOC posting, just to be clear, you are defending a Hitler salute that was performed and repeated for emphasis and clarity. Continuing, people can officially stop listening to you as any sort of reputable source of information now. You work for them. Thank you for making that crystal clear to all. You also had political commentator Hasan getting into the mix, sharing a tweet with screenshots of the gesture and the ADL's response and writing, "Come on, man." With Hasan, to a certain degree, also becoming part of the story because the video where he saw the gesture and reacted to it went massively viral.
Did he just Sig Heil?
It is thanks to you that the future of civilization.
And then also in another tweet, he wrote, "It's okay though, he's pro-Israel, don't worry guys." Now with all that said, as far as how Musk himself has responded, he's been replying to several different posts about the controversy, thanking the ADL for its statement, mocking AOC, and agreeing with a post that read, "Can we please retire the calling people a Nazi thing?" With Elon then echoing that comment on a post of his own writing, "Frankly, they need better dirty tricks. The everyone is Hitler attack is so tired." But ultimately, that is where we are on this one. And so with it, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts here? And I'm very interested because really depending on where you go on the internet, there are drastically different opinions and reactions to this whole situation. But then let's talk about something I got so many messages about over.
Also, yeah, here's a literal Nazi openly recognizing that what Elon Musk did was a Nazi salute.
Like straight up, like that was a serious Roman. It wasn't even like a subtle, like a wave, like one of these, like a Laura Ingraham. Remember when Laura Ingraham did that?
Yeah. Laura in the salute there too, but in a subtle nod to the likes of Nick Fuentes.
That was a straight up like Sig Heil, like loving Hitler energy. that was like a straight up with intensity Roman salute.
He hit it so hard that it was like a one-to-one verbatim copy of Adolf doing it himself. Can both be true? And gave a Nazi salute? No, I think, one, he's a Nazi, and two, I think the most charitable interpretation of it, the least charitable interpretation of it is he's a Nazi and he wanted to do it and see if he could get away with it. And he is getting away with it. So that's the least charitable interpretation. The most charitable interpretation is he's a Nazi still, obviously, but he wanted to do a more subtle version of it. Wait, Elon Musk, apparently I'm a Zionist and a Nazi. 81,000. Oh, God, I'm getting banned, dude. Oh, dude, he's not even banning me. He's sending a fleet of Tesla. He's sending a fleet of Tesla plaids to just attack my house. Please define Nazi in the context of Elon Musk. For those of us who are wildly confused by your take on this, Philip DeFranco did a pretty good job showing what the Times reporting on it looked like. I have already covered it extensively. You can go watch the YouTube video that I made on it. I'm sorry, chatter. I've already spent countless hours describing in great detail all of the many different things that Elon Musk has done, even before the Roman salute. So that's the situation. Yeah, he's going to send exploding Cybertrucks to my house. It is yet another weird instance of the mainstream media, kind of like the Israel stuff, looking at everything that you can see with your own two eyes and being like, hey, don't believe the thing that you just saw with your own two eyes, which is ironic because the don't believe your lying eyes memento that's actual 1984. But the 1984 understanders regularly refuse to comprehend that the media does engage in manufacturing consent when it's something that they already agree with. Yeah, this is my video from yesterday on it. 500,000 views, 22 hours, not too bad. I talk about his background here. I'm sure there will be more videos that come today on it as well. But what the fuck is up with this Roman salute shit? If it was a Middle Eastern looking person, they'd just be calling it what it is. Nah, the Roman salute is just another term for Sig Heiling. Like, I have also called it the Roman salute as well. That's not a way to hide the truth. It's just the same thing. That's all it is. I think initially it was, I'm not super well versed on this, but from what I understand, there's some historical account of the Romans using this salute initially, but there's also some people who consider, some people who claim that Mussolini actually, in an interest of creating fascist mythology and was a massive Romanophile, decided to create this hand gesture and call it the Roman salute. And then, of course, the Nazis also adopted it as well because, well, when you look at German mythology, unfortunately, it's a lot of mud huts, you know? It's a lot of barbarian. It's a lot of mud huts, not necessarily a lot of like civilization building, which was kind of embarrassing for the likes of Hitler. So he dove deep into the lore and pretty much adopted a lot of the other cool stuff from subsequent like neighboring countries and their mythology. That's why Nazis also have a lot of like Nordic pagan roots or whatever, or they claim Nordic runes in general, which is ridiculous. But Adolf Hitler was, you know, that's the reason why he adopted the swastika too, and also the Roman salute as well. No, there's no historical evidence of the Romans using that salute. Julius Caesar used it first, and Adolf Hitler used it again because of his dictatorship. Okay, I'm gonna believe the guy who said there's no. Yeah. It's apocryphal. Apocryphal? How do you say that word? They didn't use it. It's from a painting the Nazis were doing in 1929, but Hitler made it official and changed it slightly, calling it the Hitler salute. There was even debate because the Italians were using it, and thus it wasn't Germanic. Apocryphal. Oh, apocryphal. It is really interesting, though. It is really interesting because it is like the aspect of fascists that want to desperately mythologize like a false understanding of their own personal history is unique to, I mean, is very unique and interesting to me. Like there's a level of like spiritual there's this level of like spiritual insecurity almost about like what your history actually represents. So you have to do like, you have to look for alternatives and pick cool stuff that you saw from other cultures. I think maybe that's the reason why like a lot of neo-fascists will adorn the aesthetics of like Japanese imperialists and things of that nature, or all these other like historical events that transpired all around the world. And it's interesting. It's interesting that they like invented stuff basically because they just had nothing of their own and they felt deeply insecure about it. So does HasanAbi think it was or wasn't a salute? No, it was. What are you talking about? It was straight up a salute. It was a Nazi salute. Elon Musk is a Nazi. Please stop. Anyway, all right.
A hand gesture by billionaire Elon.
This is awesome. Oh, Elise Stefanik talked about Elon Musk Hitler salute too. Chuck dies. Thank you for the 25. Get the subs. Lesbians for Min Yoongi. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What? Lesbians for Min Yoongi. I don't know what I just said, but okay. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Lesbians for Min Yoongi. All right.
Musk during a speech at Donald Trump's inauguration is causing controversy, with some comparing it to a fascist salute. Let's take a look at a celebratory rally in Washington while thanking the crowd. There you see it, the world's richest man slapping his right hand to his chest and extending his arm outward in a gesture that resembled a Nazi salute. Musk then turned to the audience behind the podium and repeated the gesture, as we've just seen.
That's so dumb that they put... Ow. Damn, I fucked my hand up. Just, not only is he a Nazi, but nuclear levels of cringe. Pick a struggle, dog.
So we can take a closer look at all this with DW's political correspondent, Matthew Moore. Matthew, this is the video that has lit up the internet. So what exactly is happening here? Did Musk do it? Did he not do it?
Well, there's only one person I think that really knows whether this was a fascist salute, and that is Elon Musk. But it's fair to say that social media really blew up with the gesture of this moment going viral, especially here in Germany.
What is going on? Why is everybody so afraid? Like, this is the German national broadcaster, dude. What the hell? It's Deutsche Welle. I actually don't get it. Is it because, like, is it because people are just, like, afraid of Elon Musk? Is it because he's, like, pro-Israel? Is that what it is? Like, is everybody that afraid of Elon Musk? Because, like, I don't think these guys are super fond of the AfD. Like, most German liberals don't like the AfD, right? And they know that Elon is, like, linking up with the AfD and stuff. Are they just, like, pandering to not get their state funding cut or something because they think the AfD is going to win? Is that what it is? I don't think it's legal for them to show it if they say it, right? No, I mean, I think that contextually you can probably show it for Elon Musk. Doing it? Like, I don't... Because it's legally forbidden in Germany.
Claire, where the gesture is really associated with the Nazi dictator Adolf Hitler and that era, the Nazi era. And the internet was really alive with people debating whether this was indeed a fascist, a Hitler salute. On the one hand, you had historians saying, of course it was. It had the hallmarks of the salute. On the other hand, we saw groups like the Anti-Defamation League, which campaigns against anti-Semitism, coming to Musk's defence and saying, look, this was, quote, an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm, but it wasn't a Hitler salute. And then you had Elon Musk himself thanking them on his X platform and liking or endorsing another tweet which called the criticism tired. And so really, ultimately, no one can know the intent of this moment, of this gesture, what was behind it, apart from Elon Musk. But it's really kind of worth underlining.
No one could know. Dude, I'm sorry. If I was out here, okay, even on accident, waving at someone in the process of talking about how Israel's an apartheid state, virtually every single one of these outlets and the ADL would be up my asshole, okay? Like, if I was even 10% near Elon Musk's gesturing, I would have gotten hit squads at my door by now. The notion that Elon Musk, who straight up hit the full Hitler, not half Hitler, the full Hitler, and even Nick Fuentes, who was also a Nazi, recognized it as such, and he did it twice. Not once, but twice. He turned around and hit the Hitler again. And there's any sort of debate around it is so ridiculous. Yeah, if I raise my hand further than to pet a dog, they're kicking me out of here. Yeah. There's a level. There's a level of hand gestures, okay, that you can and can't do. Do you understand? Like, that's why if you want to raise your hand in class, you have to go like this, okay? You can't do it any other way. If you can't raise it, I'm not raising it. Okay, this is it. I'm limp. See? The moment it goes up here, it's limp. Look, it's limp. Do you understand? It doesn't go that way. Why doesn't it go that way? Because I criticize Israel. Okay? I criticize Israel. Elon, on the other hand, is pro-Israel, which means he can do whatever he wants. He can be as anti-Semitic as he wants to. He can do the full Hitler, and it seems the ADL and also the German state's news broadcaster will say, no one will know what the hell Elon was thinking. Nobody will know.
That this salute is hugely, hugely controversial, especially in...
Shut up.
What do you think?
Okay, this is going to be awesome, too, because Elise Stefanik, okay? Elise Stefanik is also a psychopath. Let's see what she had to say.
Of Elon Musk, perhaps the president's most visible advisor, doing 2 Heil Hitler salutes last night at the president's televised rally.
No, Elon Musk did not do those salutes. I was not at the rally, but I can tell you I've been at many rallies with Elon Musk, who loves to cheer when President Trump says we need to send...
Yeah, they're treating him like an autistic minor, dude. You know how he is. He's our little autist. Come on, he loves cheering. He's just a happy boy.
And, our U.S. space program to Mars. Elon Musk is a visionary. I'm looking forward to his work in DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, and look forward to looking how we can be more efficient and effective. But that...
My dad's a lib and he's straight up drafting ADL hate mail over this. Good. I'll take it wherever I can get. Let this be a radicalizing moment for your family members. It is such an obvious, glaring display of pro-Nazi symbolism that is being completely swept under the rug by the most morally bankrupt individuals you've ever seen, who would never in a million years give up on the opportunity to declare every Jewish college student that dares protest Israel as the most anti-Semitic Hitlerian people alive in Western society that must be violently purged.
That is simply not the case. And to say so is the American people are smart. They see through it. They support Elon Musk. We are proud to be the country of such successful entrepreneurs. That is one of our greatest strengths.
Yeah, say just like Henry Ford. Come on, Elise. Elon Musk is carrying on the proud tradition of titans of industry such as Henry Ford. Guys, did you forget when I talked about Elise Stefanik's background? Elise Stefanik rose to prominence when she called out all of the Ivy League institution presidents as not being sufficiently Zionist. Okay? That was like all of your liberal parents were like, damn, girl, she popped off on that one big time. Okay? That was her claim to fame. Now, what's really funny about Elise Stefanik is that in spite of her newly found position as the #1 destroyer of anti-Semites, okay, Elise Stefanik herself had actually backed in New York State a primary opponent that was going after someone she didn't like, who was a Holocaust denier. So if you think any of these guys, actually Jewish, Christian, doesn't matter, if you think any of them legitimately care about like actual anti-Semitism, you are delusional. Okay, remember, it's notable because Donald Trump has picked Elise Stefanik as the UN envoy. Times of Israel covered it as Trump picks Elise Stefanik, leading voice against campus anti-Semitism, as UN envoy. Here's the Jewish Telegraphic Agency. Is that really her? Liberal Jews say Elise Stefanik, hailed as a hero of the House anti-Semitism hearings, has baggage of her own. Some who have decried right-wing anti-Semitism are uneasy with a new ally who has given a megaphone to the Great Replacement theory. The split on Stefanik stems from a congressional hearing last week in which she asked presidents of Harvard University, blah, 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 blah. In the past, however, the upstate New York Republican has drawn condemnation for comments echoing the white supremacist Great Replacement theory, which in its original form claims that Jews are orchestrating the mass immigration of people of color into Western nations in order to replace the white populations. In 2021, Stefanik's campaign posted on social media that Democrats plan to overthrow the current electorate by allowing undocumented immigrants to enter the country. But it's not just that. She also backed, like I said, in the New York State, a primary candidate that literally was a Holocaust denier. Okay? Just so you understand. So, you know, nobody cares about this stuff. Nobody. People are going crazy in my chat saying the phrase Free Palestine is now a community violation on TikTok. I feel like this is going to make people insanely anti-Semitic. This will backfire spectacularly. I don't know if that's the case or not, but people keep losing their minds over it. I'm not entirely sure where it's coming from because I don't know why people are saying it. I looked it up yesterday. Free Palestine still showed a metric ton of video. Look, Free Palestine is right here. I don't know why people say that. I don't know why people say this stuff. They think that like TikTok was secretly sold to Meta. A lot of people are saying TikTok got secretly sold to Meta. I don't think it happened. What is this? Free Palestine. What happened? A comment you posted on 2025 was removed for violating our community guidelines. The other night, my girlfriend was telling me that after she saw the notification to sync contacts using Facebook, and I was trying to lightly explain to her that I don't think that's true. Yeah, syncing contacts using Facebook is normal. It happened. I mean, TikTok is... I'm pretty sure TikTok has always had that. It shows the comment. Keep playing. Hate speech and hateful behaviors. Oh, my Lord. Just testing and got a warning immediately. So it's auto flag now. Someone that had a community guidelines hit on TikTok for Free Palestine was able to contest it successfully. I don't think Free Palestine was auto flagged as hate speech before, though. What is this? International Business Times. Anti-Trump searches appear hidden on TikTok after app comes back online. TikTok is now Trump's propaganda. I mean, this is just a consortium of Twitter accounts like that are posting about it. I know we talked about this before, but I've never had a problem with censorship on Instagram. I get tons of Palestine and very leftist content, maybe because I specifically curate the accounts I follow. Meta is very censorious towards people who make pro-Palestinian content. They straight up, like there are still accounts on there that make pro-Palestinian content. And I'm pretty sure that they have created like a self-contained bubble. I think it's kind of like, I think it might be that way on Twitter as well. Like platforms have figured out that you can just be on a pro-Palestine slant and they only show your content to other pro-Palestinian accounts. But like my account, for example, is shadow banned. It could be for a number of different reasons, but I just tested in the UK, auto deleted instantly. A comment you posted was removed for violating our community guidelines. Yeah. So they basically quarantine you into like a pro-Palestinian slant in general. But also on top of that, they are very, very censorious. I mean, they've taken out entire accounts and have forcibly restored them after like a lot of backlash. There are still accounts that are like perma banned, but there are a lot of restrictions on Meta. I mean, there's so many restrictions on Meta that Human Rights Watch wrote an entire article about Meta's censorship protocols on pro-Palestinian sentiment. Yeah, Human Rights Watch wrote, Meta's broken promises, systematic censor on Instagram and Facebook. Between October and November 2023, Human Rights Watch documented over 1,050 takedowns on other suppression of content on Instagram and Facebook that had been posted by Palestinians and their supporters, including about human rights abuses. Human Rights Watch publicly solicited cases of any type of online censorship and of any type of viewpoints related to Israel. Palestine, of the 1,050 cases reviewed, 1,049 involved peaceful content in support of Palestine that was censored or otherwise unduly suppressed. But hey, Meta is anti-censorship, so you can say trans people are mentally ill all day, every day, going forward, because that's what censorship is. Not this. This stuff is not censorship. Yeah. Oh, there's another really funny part about the story. David Grossman is correct for pointing this out. I forgot to mention this yesterday. One of the people that was arrested was Keith Packer, who stormed the Capitol on January 6th wearing a Camp Auschwitz sweatshirt. Okay, and underneath it, it says, work brings freedom. Arbeit macht frei, which is the infamous words outside of the concentration camp Auschwitz, the death camp Auschwitz. And he got pardoned yesterday. It's so crazy that the Camp Auschwitz guy was given a pardon the same day a billionaire did a Sig Heil at the inauguration. Good thing none of this was anti-Semitic. Because once again, and I keep repeating this, I keep reiterating this over and over again, the only people that are anti-Semitic are people who are anti-Israel. No one else. You can be a straight up neo-Nazi, straight up Nazi. You could be fucking Adolf Hitler himself, okay? As long as you say Israel is fine by me, you're no longer declared an anti-Semite. It is a crazy, crazy thing. Anyway, yeah, I know the reproductive rights website was taken down. So I'm not entirely certain on like what this means. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is like entirely a like, I don't know if this is like a new thing or what's going on here in terms of like auto flagging. It wouldn't shock me if TikTok, in an effort to cave to the Republicans, met the demands of the government and said that, yes, we'll play ball, we'll suppress pro-Palestinian speech, we'll suppress whatever speech that you want us to suppress as long as you let us operate and make dance videos. Okay? But, you know, things are not looking too good.
As Americans.
Let me share with you what a few Americans have said about it. Evan Kilgore, a right-wing political commentator, wrote on X, "Holy crap, did Elon Musk just Heil Hitler at the Trump inauguration rally? This is incredible. We are so back." Andrew Torba, who's the founder of the right-wing Christian nationalist social platform Gabs.
Yeah, Andrew Torba is a Nazi as well. Owns Gab.
Said incredible things are happening as he amplified the visual. The Proud Boys.
For those of you who don't know, Gab is the website that the synagogue shooter frequented. The Trump supporter who chose to take matters into his own hands and directly go and kill as many Jews as he could at the synagogue in Pittsburgh. He openly detailed why he was shooting Jewish people. He did so because he thought that Jews were responsible for all of the immigration caravans. Gab with a B, not G-A-P. Gab. Gab. It is a neo-Nazi website that I feel like has fallen out of fashion because all the neo-Nazis went back to Twitter after Elon Musk, the person that Chris Murphy is calling out here, who did a Heil Hitler salute yesterday, unbanned them.
A chapter in Ohio posted the clip on a Telegram channel with the text Heil Trump. A chapter of the white nationalist group White Lives Matter posted it on Telegram. "Thanks for hearing us, Elon. The white flame will rise again." I could keep going. Over and over last night, white supremacist groups and neo-Nazi groups in this country rallied around that visual. Does it concern you that those elements of the neo-Nazi and white supremacist element in the United States believe that what they saw last night was a neo-Nazi salute?
What concerns me is these are the questions you believe are most important to ask to the UN ambassador. I have a very strong record when it comes to combating anti-Semitism. We just had a historic election where President Trump earned historic support from American voters because of his strong leadership combating anti-Semitism, which has been a scourge across the country, skyrocketing since October 7th. So I intend to bring moral clarity to this position and continue to speak out as a voice, as a beacon of light, condemning anti-Semitism at the United Nations, which is representative of President Trump's record and President Trump's promises that he made on the campaign trail.
You are right. These are the questions I choose to ask because I think that your work and the administration's work on anti-Semitism only comes with real impact and credibility if it holds both right and left accountable. I simply don't believe that if a member of the squad made that same gesture last night, that there wouldn't be commentary from you and others. So I want to make sure that our work has credibility, and credibility comes with calling anti-Semitism and anti-Semitism behavior out when it comes from both the right and the left.
Representative